So another part of it is getting straight to the point, kind of being direct and straightforward. And that can be challenging, especially when you work with cross-cultural teams. We all have, every culture has different communication styles, and some are more direct than others. I know maybe as an American, you might be surprised to hear this, but American communication style, well, you live in Israel, so you know this very well. American communication style is not the most direct necessarily. It's more direct than other communication styles, but it's not the most direct. Like Israeli is significantly more direct.
Israelis will tell you exactly where you stand. Like,
Yes, I disagree. This was not done well. I remember one of my favorite mentors and people, like, he would literally, he's told me a few times, this, he would look at something I had done and he'd say, this is SHIT, like literally. And I was like, whoa. And he was just let's not sugarcoat it. Let's not say, like, Americans would be more likely to say, oh, this is great, but what about we look at it from this other perspective? So I think just getting straight to the point doesn't mean to be rude or to hurt other people's feelings, but it's just whenever you need to communicate a piece of information, I think you want to be easy to understand. Because if I'm not sure whether my manager liked what I did or not, that's a problem.
right. No, but I think it's very interesting because you're mentioning there's almost two sides to that coin that you're mentioning. On the one hand, be direct, but on the other hand, acknowledge the fact that there are different cultural perspectives on what that means.
Yeah.
Now, being direct in Israel or in America or in Italy is going to be very, very different. And when you work for a multinational, you have to, and you have multinationals on your team that you or people that you're dealing with, you have to acknowledge and learn the different natures of what being direct means and how to be direct with, like, when you're direct with someone who's from Japan, it's very, very different than when you are direct with someone from Israel or when you're direct with someone from India. They all have very different concepts of what it means to get to the point. And so, like, you're saying on the one hand, be direct and get to the point, but on the other hand, try and be culturally sensitive to what that means for the people you're dealing with. And that's got to be a very hard thing to do.
Oh yeah, 1000%, 1000%. And you nailed it. It's exactly what I feel. It's just like, yes, not being direct can be a really huge liability and might become a problem down the line. But at the same time, I think that having that awareness that different cultures communicate in different ways, and as you say, being direct means something different in different cultures. I think that is so important to learn when you work in these kind of environments.
Wow, that's very cool.